Ryuu Lion. Ryuu Lion is a waitress at the Hostess of Fertility and former adventurer of the Astrea Familia. She is the reincarnation of one of the three great poets, Ryuu. Ryuu was the member of a family that cared for the sacred tree in their home forest of Ryuu. As time passed, she began to think that beautiful elves were the ugliest of all people, due to seeing her fellow elves' behavior toward those of other races. No matter how much she tried to forget it, once she began thinking about it, the thought firmly planted itself in her mind. Eventually, the thought became enough to make her decide to leave the forest. After arriving in Ryuu, Ryuu became an adventurer known as Gale, belonging to the Astrea Familia. She kept her identity hidden, and while she was known by her surname, her full name was never disclosed. Due to her previous combat experience and the constant clashes with Evelus, she managed to grow at an astonishing rate, leveling up every level until level 4 at a 1 year to 1.5 year pace. She reached level 4 7 years ago after defeating Althea along with the rest of her familia during the Great Feud. 2 years later, the Astrea Familia was caught in a trap set inside the dungeon by the Rudra Familia. Although they managed to survive, the resulting damage caused the Juggernaut to spawn, a monster that killed almost everyone present, leaving Ryuu and Jura as the only survivors. Overcome with vengeance, she persuaded Astrea to leave Ryuu as she didn't want her to see her revenge. After that, she single-handedly destroyed the Rudra Familia as a part of her rampage and those associated with Evelus through various trickery, traps, and assassinations, causing her to be branded as a fugitive as a result of the ensuing chaos. Her revenge finally fulfilled, she collapsed in an alley where she nearly succumbed to her injuries. Fortunately, she was discovered by Seer and nursed back to health by Mia Grand. Ever since then, she has joined the Hostess of Fertility. Appearance: Ryuu is a female elf with sky blue eyes and green hair. Her hair was originally golden blonde until her hair was dyed green by the other employees of the Hostess of Fertility. She is mentioned to be extremely beautiful with skin as white as snow, causing her to be referred to as a fairy on several occasions, and even making Belle wonder if he had wandered into a fairy tale. Ryuu is often seen in a green-made outfit with a white frilled headband, matching white apron, and a pair of brown boots over black leggings. Her adventuring attire includes a green flower-shaped hood, a white sleeveless top underneath and green bloomers, shorts in manga. She also wears a pair of long, brown gloves and boots with a white sash around her waist where she keeps her wooden sword and a pair of short swords. Personality: Ryuu is calm and stoic but also cares deeply for her friends. She is strong due to her past experience as an adventurer. When a person related to her or her friends are in danger or in need of help, she is always ready to step in and help, no matter the cost. Like many elves, Ryuu is selective with who may touch her. However, she has been advised by Elise to not let go of a man that was able to grab her hands, and began to follow Belle with her eyes. Unlike most elves, she doesn't bear the same hatred towards the Kratzo family or their magic swords for their role in the destruction of the forests the elves lived in, stating that the event took place many years ago and that her village wasn't directly affected. Abilities: Skilled fighter. As the guardian of the sacred tree of her native forest, Ryuu was trained in combat to defend it, becoming skilled in the use of the bow and sword. Her prowess was such that even without possessing a falna she was able to defeat surface monsters, and later, as an adventurer, it allowed her to progress rapidly and level up multiple times at an accelerated rate. Currently, her combat ability as a veteran adventurer is such that it surpasses that of Aisha and Aki, the latter of which is considered one of the best level 4 adventurers in Ryuu. Ryuu's fighting style consists of making use of her high speed to evade her opponent's attacks as well as offensively to unleash a series of quick and powerful blows via her wooden sword. On the other hand, she also showed some proficiency at dual-wielding swords in her battle with Althea. Although she relies mostly on physical attacks to confront her enemies, Ryuu also makes an extensive use of her magic, which has surprised many because of the incredible amount of magical power behind it. While it is not a technique unique to her, Ryuu distinguishes herself from other users of concurrent chanting due to her notorious mastery. She has been shown to be able to execute defensive maneuvers, dodge, and move as she attacks her opponents herself while reciting her chant. Aside from this, Ryuu knows some techniques from the Far East that she learned from Kaguya, with whom she used to share techniques while they competed with each other. Tachi techniques, sword techniques which she learned from Kaguya. However, Ryuu acknowledged that her techniques are not as good as Kaguya's. In comparison, if Kaguya's degree of perfection was 10, Ryuu's would be approximately 4. Despite this, she is skilled enough with it to take down monsters from the deep floors while exhausted. Concurrent chanting, a high-level technique involving casting magic while fighting or moving around. Its difficulty is likened to dealing with a bomb with both hands while fighting due to the chance of failing a chant or not being able to control their own magic power. Her prowess with said technique has often surprised many of her opponents due to her ability to perform 5 different actions at the same time, including reciting a chant as long as luminous winds, rather than a short one like most magic swordsmen, without the need to reduce the speed of her chant at any moment. Lafia observed that Ryuu was far more skilled at it than Riveria. Magic. Luminous Wind. Luminous Wind is Ryuu's wind and light element wide-area offensive magic that summons green stardust to attack her enemy. The stardust gathers in several orbs which Ryuu can release all at once to cover a wide area or keep some near her to apply them at a convenient moment. She can make a single orb explode with the chant Luvia. In her fight against the Juggernaut, she made a creative use of the orbs by employing their explosions to propel herself into the air and perform aerial maneuvers to move. However, this caused some considerable damage to her body, making it an impractical fighting technique. Noah Heal. Noah Heal is Ryuu's healing magic. It is capable of healing wounds and restoring the target's stamina, though unlike the effects of potions, it takes time to heal. The effect of magic depends on the surrounding environment. Effect rises in forested areas. Skills. Fairy Serenade. Fairy Serenade increases the effects of magic and the effect rises at night. Mind Load. Mind Load increases Ryuu's strength stat when attacking by using mind. It has an active trigger. Arrow Mana. Arrow Mana increases Ryuu's attack power the faster she's running. A blue flash borders her weapon when she uses it. Development abilities. Hunter. Hunter improves abilities against monsters Ryuu has fought before and gained Excelia from. Abnormal Resistance. Abnormal Resistance negates the effect of abnormalities such as poison. Magic Resistance. Equipment. Current. Kodachi Futaba. Kodachi Futaba is a pair of short swords that Ryuu received from Kaguya. They are sharp and are considered to be fine works among all second-class weapons. These were the only weapons that she didn't leave on the Astrea Familia grave. Former. Alf's Lumina. Alf's Lumina was an order-made wooden sword created by the Goibniu Familia from a branch of the Holy Tree in Ryuu's home forest of Ryumilua. On top of having high attack power and durability, it had the ability to amplify magic. It was highly compatible with elven magic power and could be used as a staff. It was destroyed during her fight against the Juggernaut in Volume 13.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.